Best of 5. In the bottom left of Talisman, we do have herO. In the top right, we do have Cure. Surprisingly beating MaxPax tonight. Already defeating one of the best PvT players in the world. I'm pretty sure there was a lot of action on Pig's stream. herO's fast scout here. Gonna come in and harass the SCV. That's so nasty, man. You're always like, this is the Terran moment. You know, if you've ever played TVP in StarCraft 2, this is the Terran moment where you just hate the race Protoss. Because they can just do this and the worker just regens its life and then it can come hit it again. And do it again. And again and again. And it's just annoying. as F, you know. Man, whenever I had this happen to me, I was always so annoyed. I would always, I'd do the same as Q is doing. I would have an SCV follow this guy, and then I would always rotate out a fresh SCV and have them follow again that probe, because I just didn't want to deal with this. And that's like a brain AFK method to try to deal with this until you have your Reaper and can just kill off the probe. See, he's rotating again for a fresh SCV here. Can he get a kill here? Ooh, very close. 10 HP, now he needs to rotate again and the probe is gonna go away. And look at that, the probe did take damage. 2 HP was peeled off from the probe. I think the Warp Prism, by the way, the Warp Prism, I feel like the range at this point, it doesn't really, it shouldn't be needed anymore. Like range 1 or 2 pickup range should be fine. We don't need like pickup range 5 or whatever it has right now. I feel like should be just good enough. Get it, you know, slightly worse. Triple Reaper here. And probably 2 Hellions to accompany those guys. And both players are going for their standard expansions. These patches, by the way, were reduced from gold to blue. Interesting to see. I don't know what the reason was for that. I feel like the trip, I think the trips is still the same amount of trips, so it's not really providing you any benefit or disadvantage really. It's just kind of a, I don't know why. It does nerf the total amount of resources you can gather from that area though, by like 15 or something. Now Reaper's coming into the main base here, a big probe pull, but he will still lose those Reapers. This might be the big issue though. Hellions here in the natural. Can he kill some probes? Come on! 3 are dead. We see the 4th one fall. There's one that might still get picked off, and number 5 does indeed bite the dust. So yeah, decent opening here for Cure. That's kind of what you're looking for. 5 probes is a situation where you're gonna be satisfied here as the Terran player. Of course, ideally you want to have like 15 probes and then you just win the game from there, because your tempo advantage is just going to be too strong. But this is a nice area already. You're sitting at evil equal worker count here. So yeah, pretty decent opening here for Cure. Now this Adept does not manage to slip into the main. We see it's only a Phoenix sitting over here. The Medivac is going into the main base. Can it drop some good Widow Mines here? Are we gonna see some good connections? I don't think so, and if the Medivac dies, I feel like this is, oh god, gonna be nice here for herO! I mean, he loses 2 probes, but he does at least, and he kills one of the Widow Mines. This Reaper's still alive, trying to get another kill, not really doing it. If Cure tries to I mean, this medevac is dead. This medevac is dead. There's no... This is dead supply. It's not gonna happen. So effectively killing that medevac is a nice move here, I think. You're not happy as Cure that that thing is stuck there now. Stokes coming in, sniping an SCV here. Can they get a supply depot? We do see, oh, a couple Stokers. One getting stuck and the other one got killed before he could blink. The Reaper tried to go in here into the main base and deal some damage. Didn't really make it happen. We do have the Raven now coming from the north. This game looks way better than the Beyond games we had here. For the Terran at least. At least for now. We do see one probe and the transfers coming in. He's tried to retarget onto the probes. Unfortunately hit a pylon there. A little bit of a misclick. 3 Stokers trying to walk in into a bar. But the bar is full of Terrans. And they have guns, so the Stokers don't have a good time and need to blink out. Medevac chilling at the beach. Retirement. Indeed. I hope it's gonna retire there. But it's a very lonely retirement only with a Widow Mine. Like who would want to sit there with a Widow Mine? He's gonna try to walk into the Stalker and do suicide, but it's not gonna happen yet. Cure just put it back in time. Now what base is Cure gonna take next? Is he just gonna go for this base? Is he gonna go for this base? It feels like this base should be the one he's trying to aim for, yeah? Tank's not shooting the rocks. I mean, this is probably on purpose. And I feel like it's a good choice. Because if the Stokers ever get close into vision and your tank radius, you can just... He gets the first shot, right? So that's the idea there. Trying to guard his marines, basically. Comet Shield's about to finish up here. Base did land, so he's finally operating on his gold base. And of course herO's not. herO went for another blue base. The Raven's still chilling there. Doesn't really accumulate that many kills, but he's sitting at a nice and... yeah, round number 3 here. Even though it's not a round number. Now, big push here coming in from herO. Can he break Cure? Or is Cure just gonna be too solid? And I'm kind of keeping my eye on the minimap to see if Cure is utilizing an F2. Because he's getting overwhelmed. I mean, this is so many areas that are under attack right now. But he's still managing this extremely well. Look at this. Only 4 SCVs. We had a triple attack here from herO, hitting into 2 worker lines, almost 3 worker lines, and he only lost 4 SCVs? That's really good defense. We saw Beyond lose 20 SCVs in that situation just earlier. Now another push in here. Can Cure hold this? I feel like the F2 did just happen. We do see all of the units coming. The medevac did just commit suicide. The Raven might just make it actually back. But the F2 did happen. It's still going to be enough to hold this one. And the Raven might be able to flank this with a couple of auto turrets. It's not going to do it, but please don't lose it. I really like it, honestly, to have that Raven with the army at this situation. Because you can just shoot down these freaking observers. And you see herO is trying so hard to snipe that one. Honestly, just click it to one of the medevacs. Have it follow and unbind it from your group. Because it's gonna... probably get hit by some Stokers again. Nice anti-armor missile here. Could utilize this for a push through actually. Another warp prism coming from a weird angle. Could potentially open up a flank. We do see a bunch of DTs here trying to walk in. Is there vision? Is there vision for this? I don't think there's any turrets. So we need to see. He still has a Raven. He still has the Raven. He could bring back the Raven, but this feels like a terrible situation. He's gonna try to throw down turrets. I think the Raven just got sniped. So he needs to use scans at this point. And this is a Zealot reinforcement here. But 16 SCVs dying. We do see the turret about to finish up into the natural, but meanwhile, this is standing over here. It's not moving, it's standing. It's not engaging, it's not fighting. This is, again, just time. herO is buying so much time for himself. It's insane. Even though he was, kind of in a losing situation there. With that push, now the push is getting jumped on because he sees, alright, he's moving back. So I can just kill some units at the back end of it. And yeah, 42 SCVs. He's still looking at a decent SCV number because he killed he killed a base there from herO in the making, and herO doesn't have that big of a work count. It's okay-ish, but herO is about to have this base. I think he just killed this. I think he just killed this command center. Oh no, it's still alive. Okay, thank God. So at least kyo is still in the game. Then he needs to have something else than Medivacs now. He needs, yeah, he's making some Vikings. A smart choice. Yeah, Doom drop time. There we go. So he's gonna drop most of his army over here. hero's gotta identify this. Can he capitalize on this? No, he doesn't have enough units in position to try and jump on this. Now this is a great arc here. herO is in a little bit of a tough spot. His army is a tiny bit flimsy. If these Colossi die, everything's gonna fall apart here. Immortal very low as well. He already sniped a couple of nice force fields here, but the Vikings only having to fight 4 Stokers here is gonna drop on top of the rest of the army. Can Cure break him here? Vikings landing, they are gonna be extremely powerful against all of these mechanical units. They have almost the same DPS as tanks in siege mode. They're insane. They're hitting like trucks. They're basically like mini immortals whenever they fight mechanical only. Don't have any upgrades though. I mean, they have 20 at a 0.7 damage rate. It's like 30 something DPS. It's very strong. Now herO, can he get the defense happen? Oh, actually Cure's gonna GG! I feel like he was probably looking at this and thinking he was a little bit further behind than he actually was. I mean, he was still sitting at only 1-1 upgrades, if I'm not mistaken there, and herO was, I think, at 2. At least at +2 damage. But that felt a little bit early. He probably just felt like that way because he didn't really go across the map. But herO sacrificed a lot of economy for production to have that tempo against Cure in that first map. And Cure probably didn't get enough scouting intel through the rest of the map. So he didn't really see the timing of the other expansions and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. What are we going in? What's the next map? Entering lobby. Are we entering lobby? Is it happening, or are we gonna get kicked out? Oh, we are in. It's gotta be Ultra Love, okay. So another old map here. The shield battery can heal through flames. Was there a don't cross the beams situation happening? Didn't really catch that one. I saw the Hellion damage getting healed up though, but maybe there might have been a Ghostbusters situation. Map number 2 you guys, come on. We can get this going. Pig is here. Change settings, okay. Okay. Oh, we're waiting for Dave, there we go. De nada. Gracias, hermano. De nada. My Spanish is exceptional, very bad. I don't even know. Gracias is thank you. Hermano is probably friend? I'm not sure. De nada, no, it's nothing. Something like that. You're welcome, basically. Oh, sister. Alright, there we go. Sister, you see, my Spanish is not existent. Una cerveza, por favor. That's the full extent of what I know. herO in the top right and Q in the bottom left. Blue player spawning in the blue corner, red player spawning in the red corner. That's what I like to see. No early harassment probe here from herO this game. So Kyo is gonna have a little bit more of a relaxed opening phase here for himself. I mean, that probe was very annoying in the last map. Now finally scouting probe moving across the map, but this should just be in time to check out if there's a expansion going up or not, and then he kind of needs to run from the Reaper or the Marine, whatever's gonna happen there. Good night, Toasted Waffles. I hope you had a good time. Hope to see you again soon. Probe coming in is gonna harass the SCV here. I'm gonna lose some elo points in Counter-Strike. Go ahead and do that. Don't forget to throw some smokes. Just because they look cool. It's gonna react to the barracks up here. One Reaper so far. He could still go into the same composition he had last game with the double Hellion and triple Reaper. But I'm not feeling it. I don't know if Q's feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So the Reaper's coming in. He's gonna get a scout here. He's gonna identify the Nexus timing. He's gonna find the Adept. And he has to run away here. He's gonna jump in here and see that this is blocked. And then he's gonna go away. Widow Mines and Starport. And no Hellions at all here. Protoss players have been starting to use more and more sentry openings because the vision is just so powerful. It's not like this was not like never there. It was there all the time. But just nobody did it. And he's already identifying this is a Widowman drop coming, so yeah. Why not make a sentry first, right? Or Adept sentry. Maybe it was sentry Adept, I'm not sure. He has a Stalker as well, he's gonna kill the Reaper. At least he bounces the Stalker, so he gets a tiny bit of revenge there. And he did find out about the Twilight Council, which of course is very, very standard. Now going into the third base here, here it is, and well, I mean, the Medivac is coming, and he should know about this, so there is no way to hide this. This should be a cleanup, and it's herO, so we're not expecting any messy execution there. Yeah, let's wait and see, but I'm expecting this to just fail. 3 probes, maybe 4. Maybe he can get a Stalker if he gets lucky, but I don't think the Medivac is gonna escape. Let's wait and see though, maybe Kyo can surprise with some very nice execution here. And he comes in from a decent angle. He's gonna get 3 probes for now. He still has 1 Widow Mine here, he saves another one, and he's gonna get a Stalker, yeah. So this is decent if he can keep the medevac alive. And the medevac didn't eat damage, which is very nice. So herO was a tiny bit out of position there. He didn't have vision on this corner of his map, and that really bite him in the butt there. Now the medevac can just sit there. It's still like full health, so it can boost, and at any time against 2 stalkers, it's not gonna die. And it can drop out the Widow Mine and try to get some more harassment damage in. We do see the Raven coming again here as the follow-up harassment choice with that auto turret. I hope to see this guy get back home to try and delete some observers from the map, just because it's such an easy cleanup tool against observers in general. Getting a couple kills? No, only 1 kill so far. And this is keeping herO back for now with these stalkers. They want to be out on the map, they want to be aggressive, they want to hit this army. But they're not, so that's the opportunity that herO is looking for. I wonder why you don't pull like 2 SCVs or 3 SCVs with this to try to set up a couple bunkers and have some repairing power for your tanks. So you can actually really put a solid dent into this area there from the prospect. This is no stim on the Marines. No combat shields, it's just... I feel like he's exposing himself a little bit with this. I don't like this push at all. And we already see the first tank getting sniped. The Marines are trying to get on top of the stalkers. He's gonna kill a few of the sentries. But yeah, look at that. Going into the shield battery is gonna be enough here to keep the sentry alive. Even those reinforcements are not gonna do much. Widow Mine, can it happen? Can it get a big shot? Only 1 probe there. And I'm not sure. The Raven did kill at least 4 probes. So the Raven was the big damage dealer here. In total 5 probes to die, but most of the army got deleted, and I don't think he traded that well. He killed 3 stalkers and 2 sentries for 2 tanks and 30 marines? Nah. No, gringo. That's not good. So yeah, very good defense here for herO, and I feel like a lot of missed potential by herO. He walked unseen across the map, and whenever you can do that and have... I lost combat shields. And have like a couple of SCVs with that group, right? And then you can set up a bunker or 2. It makes it so much harder to break that situation. By the way, this medevac's still alive with the Widow Mine. Kind of cool. He still has that. The 3rd base is on location being created, but he's quite late to the 3rd base as well. This push, yeah man, if you have such a late 3rd, and you have a push like that, and you're not accompanying with SCVs, your stim is late to the push as well. I'm not sure why you're doing the push at all. It doesn't really make much sense to me. He's gonna try to come across here. He needs to start his concussive shells for the Marauders. Still is lacking that upgrade. It's a very powerful upgrade. Does get 3 probes over here. Nice evacuation there from herO. Still keeps this medevac alive as well. So a lot of medevacs parked behind herO's base, and that's a lot of supply that herO has not going for himself in this defense. He has 3 Widow Mines and 2 medevacs. That's 10 supply. That's just hovering away. So he's actually only fighting with 65 against 50 supply here. I need to be a little bit careful with these numbers, of course. But we've seen how dangerous herO can be if he can snowball. The combat shield's finally gonna finish up. We do see again Widow Mines getting dropped here into that base, but this time no shot did happen. Very nice quick grab there with the probes. Quick surround. Gonna snipe another Marine here. This also constantly drains energy from the medevacs, which is kind of weird to say, but if you look at the medevacs from herO's opponents, they're mostly out of energy. Q is only stimming a few units to try and keep the energy high. And he's trying to get this medevac with the army, and I think he should succeed. I don't think the sentry is gonna kill it. That would be nice if he can make that happen. He's gonna kill a pylon. He needs to drop the units from this. Oh no, he loses track of the medevac, so he's gonna lose that one. And he's trying to evacuate the army at this point. He feels so cornered. And yeah, the medevac still does live, but it's not gonna get home, I feel like. It's just sitting somewhere else now, ripe for the taking. It's gonna kill one stalker there, but that's not much. He got chased all the way back home. Maybe the medevac can come back. We're gonna keep an eye on this one. Would be very nice indeed. This is a good engagement here for herO at first glance, but then Q is just gonna, well, be broken. It felt like he had so much supply here on this. I mean, look at this. He had so much supply, he's still sitting on the left, right? What? Look at that. He has so many units still over here. And, I mean, why? I'm sorry. But it feels like, again, Cure is giving up a little bit early. It's $100 he's just throwing into herO's face. Amygdala, map number 3. Come on, please, please let us go past number 3. Then we're past those standard maps. Cure, I'm rooting for you. Give us another map. Give us map number 4, because I want to see a different map. I want to see a new map again. Okay, we just had a little bit of confusion there. Now we are going to jump into map number 3. Amygdala is gonna be the map. Of course, what could it be else? We're already looking at a 2-0 lead for this man in the bottom left. It is herO. And in the top right, not having the greatest day against one of the greatest Protoss, it is Cure. Feels like though he's giving up early in his matches. Kind of where there's still, I mean, I see still play left in this game. Cure, of course, is the professional. He knows better. And I mean, I'm looking at this from the observer standpoint as well. But I definitely saw him be in, like, not in the lead in that situation, so I felt like he was behind. I felt like he was quite far behind. herO wins 4 times in a row with the same strat, mobility and higher income. Yeah, that's basically how he likes to play, right? Look at those tentacles, man. They're trying to hit the probe. It manages to slip by. And it's very difficult to deal with, because herO is an excellent player at utilizing mobility to create chaos. And he doesn't just throw them away. It's, you know, everybody says laughably the A move raise, but he is not only A move, like sometimes he moves them out as well. That's a good thing to do, because he just doesn't lose all of them for nothing. He always trades them for something valuable. His zealots and his move-ins. I feel like herO is someone who would be... His style is probably breakable by 2 base pushes with SCV pulls. If you bring the SCVs to the table, a very sharp 2 base timing push should be able to kill herO's style. This high mobility aggression style. At least the 4 seem to play way different. A lot more Colossi heavy, stuff like that. This is the double Reaper into 1 Hellion. I'll have to wait and see if there's gonna be 2 Hellion 4 Reaper. I don't think it, but could be. Yeah, he's actually gonna go for 4 Reapers here. There we go, man. He was feeling the Reaper tonight. He had a good opening with the Reapers in the first map on Talisman. He killed 5 workers with like 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions, and I think 1 Reaper did survive to come back and get a scout later on. So it was pretty decent. And it was very early on, so the damage actually meant a lot. He was on a very good worker count, like even worker count after that at like 31 workers for quite a long time. Yeah, herO is a master at buying time, it's insane. The biggest thing we've seen from the Terrans against herO tonight was how often the armies were just standing still. And how long. If you like count that together, it's probably like 15 minutes or something of idle armies, which were moving out already for the push. Oh, look at those Reapers trying to go up there, but they just can't. And they're trying to go up here, but they also can't. It's a full wall. And he just doesn't know why. And now he wasted so much time. Again, it's the time. herO, a master of buying time. This game with buildings only. Is he gonna get the Reaper? Yes. Yes? Man, he's chasing him to the edge of the map. At least the rest of the army does survive, so he still has this kind of force out there. But it's not gonna scale into the mid game. It's gonna be very flimsy. Maybe he can come in and kill a bunch of workers at a 3rd base or something with a good timing, or utilize it as a distraction. But it's gonna be difficult to use these units correctly to your advantage here as Cure. And it's an early investment that did kind of fail. So we're looking at this this was 33 or 31 SCVs against 32 probes in the last map, in the first map, and this game it's 33 SCVs against 43 probes. That's more of the standard. And that's not good for Cure because, well, he was looking to deal some damage, and now all of his damage is already down the drain. If he could get the Oracle, that would be nice. The Cyclone, he's actually moving that away. And yeah, I don't think he saw the Cyclone. I wonder why he's keeping that so secret. Ah, he doesn't see. Literally doesn't see it. He's gonna get lured in, he's gonna get frozen. And of course... Oh! That's good. A little bit of Terran justice. A tiny bit of Terran justice. But this might be an issue. herO was happily making Phoenix behind this. And I don't think there's more Widow Mines. There's a second Widow Mine. Where is it? Oh, it's actually inside the mineral line here. It does get a shot off on the Phoenix. It does splash a few of the workers, but we're already losing 6 extra workers here. A Cyclone does get a lock on, but does not get a kill. Only deals a little bit of damage. Hellion trying to walk in is not going to find an entry. And at least he's going to find out about the third base, so that's good for Cure. He spots that one. This is a Phoenix Colossus style without any Colossus. It's a Phoenix Charge Lot style for now. Again, a very mobile approach. But it is not a very scaling approach. You need to have something with that. You need to get some AoE. He's going into a Robo, but this is not going to be here for this first push. So maybe this man with guns can pull off a miracle. Again, I don't like this. Oh, yes! I was going to say I don't like this by Cure not pulling the SCVs. Why are you guys going down there? Stick to the group, stick together team is what they would send in SC2 right now over the radio. But yeah, he's got to pull the boys. I feel like this is the correct decision here. You need to try to break your opponent. A couple SCVs are like in a funny spot and herO sees that now and it's like, wait, what? And then he sees the rest over there. He's like, why are those over here, man? That's weird. Now set up a bunker, set up some obstructions, some engineering base, something to get these zealots just charge on that. He doesn't do it though. Still gets a decent engage, feels like. But there is so many Phoenix here. 10 Phoenix, that's quite a lot. Still though, the Marines might just be too much. The Sentry is providing so much extra value there, so much extra armor. But it's only Phoenix left. A nice new warping of Zealots, but they're kind of stuck there. Now the Marines have not killed the Phoenix as of yet. That's why I feel like a bunker, a turret, something to mess with the Phoenix as well could be valuable. He's trying to go for the throat here. Going to kill a shield battery here. The Phoenix, as soon as they gain more energy, they're starting to rip apart the army here. But they're out of energy at this point. He does have a Widow Mine. Can he get a shot on the Phoenix? Now this is a nice position here. The Widow Mines, please utilize. Oh no! The Widow Mine does fire on the Observer. I feel like that's a big waste. That's AoE, that splash you needed desperately. He's gonna set up some turrets finally. Those are a little bit too defensive maybe. He does have an Immortal here. He's gonna hit the Widow Mine. A couple more Widow Mines coming in. Maybe the perfect time here. herO is gonna have a rough time engaging this one with the Phoenix. Zealots charging in first are gonna eat the Widow Mine shots. He has so much energy now on those Phoenixes here. Can he kill the army? Or can the turrets finish? The turrets finish up. He does tag the Immortal, but I feel like the army from the Terran is about to deplete here. He's gonna try to set up a bunker. Does not get it up in time here. And the Zealots are coming in. It's just not enough reinforcements. I feel like herO has done the trick. GG is gonna be called. And herO does take the game and the series. But what a game 3 here. What a game 3. Very entertaining last touch there to the series.